Here's another one-play short film study of the Ravens passing game. Now, this is kind of like from an era gone by, to be honest with you. First of all, in terms of Lamar Jackson, he's going to be really certainly going to look smaller than he's looked in some of his recent pictures when you see him here. I'm intentionally holding out before I get to the play where you can see him. Number one and number two is from 2018. You don't see him under center at all anymore. I mean, who knows? We thought prior to last year we would see him under center some, and it was zero times. Or when we were under center, we were in 22 personnel and we were running the ball downfield. This is against Cincinnati, his rookie year, so he had taken over as a starter at this point. I am going to rewind it and pull it back. I'm going to let you guys see it from the all 22 angle and then the end zone. Let me know in the comment section if you appreciate this first, me letting the play run through and then pulling it back and showing the film study. I'm not sure if that's the right way to do it or not. Typically, I would start talking about the play the first run through. So let's take a look at the end zone angle first. To be honest with you, you're going to get motion Ricard coming into the backfield. He's going to get set. It's 22 personnel, so 22. You got one tailback and one fullback. And then we got two tight ends here, Hurst and Boyle, next to each other. The design of this, first time through, let's watch Boyle. He's going to act like he's going to block this Mike linebacker, and then he's going to juke out into a pass route. So we'll let that run. You see him with his shoulders, just like a little juke step, kind of like a little speed cut if he was a running back. Actually, wasn't bad if he was a running back. All right, and then the second piece of this with the tight ends is you're going to get a down block by Nick Boyle. He's going to run this guy down the line of scrimmage for a moment, and then he's going to peel out of here, and he's going to be the targeted receiver. Ricard and Alex Williams, I think, are going to step away from the play, and then we're going to get a pulling lineman back over here as well. So we're really giving away, we're really showing run to that side, and you can see Lamar's back is turned to the defense. He's hiding the football, so you don't, you got eyes looking where they think the football is going, obviously, right? And even a fourth set of eyes. Seth Roberts, I think, running a deeper over route. First, running the route to the front side. And then Boyle is going to be the targeted receiver late. Really cool design, easy completion for Lamar. Am I saying that we should go under center and do this, 10, 12 times a game? Well, no. I'm saying maybe we should be under center some, and maybe we should do this 2, 3, 4 times a game. I know this, the Tennessee Titans with Ryan Tannehill, the Rams with Matt Stafford and Jared Goff prior to that, they go under center a lot, and they get their guys these easy completions. Does Lamar need these easy completions to complete 68% of his passes? No, he's a 64% completion percentage in his career anyway. That's already pretty good. It doesn't have to be a whole lot better than that. We'd like to see 66, 67 maybe, but 64 ain't bad. Don't even try that shit. It's not. This is an easy completion out to the field, gives Nick Boyle a chance to run downfield, allows us to threaten with Lamar's speed to the field. Now, generally, it's going to put people in conflict, and when I say people, I mean DNs in conflict. And we do that already with our option game, but we're asking Lamar to read it. And we can't hide the football as well. My contention, I said this prior to last season, and I was clearly wrong, was I thought we were going to do this more often. Put people in conflict. Now, in this case, it looks like you've got a stunt here with this DN slamming inside and this D tackle looping around. It could be random. Nope, it's not. It's a stunt. So great call by the Bengals. But let's just say for a moment that Boyle is covered. We've got Lamar Jackson out here and a D tackle chasing. I mean, we have seen 3 dozen times in his career him just take off and outrun a D tackle for a 6-8 yard gain at minimum. I'm saying that there's nothing wrong with the design of the play, giving Lamar an easy completion option, as in the tight end delay release to Boyle, and then a second option, over the middle here, a deeper route. We would presume this would be a clear out route. Looks like you've got a safety driving on, I believe that's Seth Roberts, number 10's route. Yeah, you do, which is not surprising. I guess he's reacting to Boyle being open and seeing the football through him. But in any case, it's classic design, puts a D end in conflict on the backside of what looks like a run concept, because you've got Yonda pulling, Ricard going underneath Lamar, and then the tailback a little counter step and him going this way as well. So I'm calling this guy the backside DN, puts him in conflict the same way that it does in an option series, the same way that it does on an option play, except this time we're not asking Lamar to keep it number one. And there is something to be said for being under center and being able to have your back to the second level players. Or he's not a second level player, that's a DN. I think that's Carlos Dunlap. You're back to the second level players, and they don't see who has the football until late. Now, they obviously at this point they would see that he does not have the football, but their reaction to it, look at the reaction. Look at the inside linebackers. The 4-3 scheme, they're all moving in this direction. So we've got exactly what we want. Conceptually, it's nothing different than the option game, except we're not asking Lamar to make a read and then allowing people to predetermine their pursuit angles, allowing people to predetermine. When we do this, if Lamar's in the pistol, right here, so let's say it's this right here and Lamar's in the pistol, everyone and their mother knows that the option side is this side right here. Because, if Lamar was in the pistol, we're going to get, a combo with the left guard and the center up to the backside inside linebacker, which in this case is the Mike. He probably wouldn't even be there, to be honest with you. He'd probably be further this way because they understand that Ricard is going to go to this side, and Ricard and Lamar would be reading this DN on an option play to this side. But let me get back to the blocking scheme. So you get a combo up between the center and the left guard, and they would combo up to the Mike, who again would be a more difficult combo block because he would be about right here, probably in a 10 technique. And then this will linebacker would be probably here, footsteps feet-wise, and the left tackle would have to inside release up to him. And then the tailback's path would be like this. Lamar would open, facing this side, and Lamar and Ricard would read this guy. My point is, if we ran the concept like that and Lamar opened this way, the football is more easy to be seen. It's more easily seen by second-level players because it's in the pistol and he's not going to turn his back completely like this right here, where you have guys in the line of sight. Now, this guy has a pretty good view. I'm not, going to lie there. He's got a pretty good lane here. But generally, on a play-action pass play, this video is going on long. My apologies. On a play-action pass play from under center, you're going to have people in the line of sight of the second-level players, and that's another influence that causes them to be so far out of position. Not saying that they played it, quote, wrong, just saying you can't predetermine your pursuit angles, your pursuit lanes like you can when we run pistol option. Hopefully you guys appreciated this one. It's very different. I intentionally released this one right before the basketball game started tonight in the hope that nobody had anything to do prior to the game except watch boring NBA Finals previews. Let me know what you think of it. The concept, Lamar Jackson under center, running some of this stuff occasionally. I would love to see us run outside zone like Peyton Manning and the Colts used to with the quarterback under center. But it's an old idea for me because I came up with that idea last year and did a whole video on my old channel of it, probably a 22-minute video of Lamar Jackson under center, and we didn't get it at all in 2021. Possibly the offensive line could have been an indicator as well as the running backs there too. I think the pistol option for me is something I'd like to see us get away from and replace it with something like this, an under center stretch play to one side, power play to one side, and a play action boot off of it. It's certainly helped lesser talented quarterbacks, and I'm saying Ryan Tannehill, Matt Stafford, Baker Mayfield, guys like that who are just not as talented, but with their feet and the ability to move and throw. They're just not. They have their own strengths, but those guys are able to be more effective by being asked to do less. Meaning they're not asked to read that D end because their back is turned and it's a predetermined play action fake that gets them out on the edge and forces defenders to recover and now give up some passing lanes, as they're hauling ass trying to get to the sideline where the quarterback is booting to. Hopefully everything I'm saying there is making sense. If not, let me know in the comment section and I'll throw up a diagram on YouTube and maybe talk about it for 4 or 5 minutes in terms of what I mean by second level players trying to recover and then giving up throwing lanes possibly behind them. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. Let me know what you think of Lamar Jackson playing under center some in 2022.